Hi, my name is Giovanny, and I'll explain about the total quality management and the implementation. The total quality management, or TQM, is a term to describe an organization quality policy and procedure has fallen out of favor as international standards for quality management and have been developed. When planning and implementing a total quality management system or quality management strategy, there's no one solution for every situation or workplace. Each organization is unique in terms of the culture, management practices, and the process used to create and deliver its products and services. Quality management strategy vary from organization to organization. However, a set of primary extremes should be presumed in the same format. And now about the generic strategy model from implementing TQM system. There are 12 generic strategy model for implementing TQM system. The first one is top management team learns about and decides to commit to TQM. TQM is identified as one of the organization strategies. And the second is the organization assesses current culture, customer satisfaction, and quality management system. Next is top management identifies core value and principle to be used and communicates them. And the next is a TQM master plan is developed on the basis of step 1, 2, and 3. The fifth is the organization identifies and prioritizes customer demands and aligns product and service to meet those demands. The next is the management maps the critical processes through which the organization meet its customer needs. The next is the management oversees the formation of the teams for process improvement efforts. And the eighth, the momentum of the TQM effort is managed by the steering committee, and the managers contribute individually to the effort training, hashing, planning, training, coaching, and or methods. And the 10 is the daily process management and the standardization take place. And the 11th is the progress is evaluated and the plan is revised as needed. And the last but not least is constant employee awareness and feedback on status are provided. A reward or recognition process is established. Now about the example of total quality management system strategies. The first is strategy 1, or the TQM element approach. The TQM element approach takes key business processes and or organizational units and uses the tool of TQM to foster improvements. This method was widely used in the early 1890s as companies tried to implement the part of TQM as learned them. Example of this approach includes quality circles, statistical process control, the Gucci methods, and the quality function development. And the second is the strategy 2, or the guru approach. The guru approach used the teachings and writings of one or more of leading quality thinkers as a guide against which to determine where the organization has deficiencies. The organization makes appropriate change to remedy those deficiencies. For example, managers might study the main 14 points or attend at the Crosby College. Afterward, they would work on implementing the approach learned. The strategy third is the organization model approach. In this approach, individuals or teams visit organizations that have taken a leadership role in TQM and determine the processes and the reason for success. Then they integrate these ideas with their own ideas to develop organizational models adapted to their specific organization. This method was usually widely in the late 1980s and exemplified by the initial recipients on the Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award. The strategy for the Japanese Total Quality Approach. Organization use the Japanese Total Quality Approach to examine the detailed implementation techniques and strategies employed by Deming Rice winning companies and use this experience to develop a long-range master plan for in-house use. This approach was used by Florida Power or Light among others to implement TQM and compete them for win the Deming Prize. And the strategy 5, the award criteria approach. When using this model, organization use the criteria of a quality award. Example, the Deming Prize, the European Quality Award, or the Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Awards to identify areas for improvement. Under this approach, TK implementation focus on meeting specific award criteria. Although some argue that this is not appropriate use of award criteria, some organizations do this approach and it can result in improvement. And now I'll explain about the implementation variation among the organizations. There's no one right away for a given organization with its special strengths and weaknesses, its peculiar business situation, and its unique culture. There will be some wrong ways. There will also be more one right away. The first is making commitment at the top, forming a steering committee of the top management staff, defining organization visions and broad objectives, train the steering committee, identify organizational strengths and weaknesses, identify the probable advocates of total quality, identify customers both external and internal, and the next is the implementation approach to be avoided. The first one is don't train all your employees at once, don't rush into total quality by putting too many people in your teams. Total quality implementation must not be delegate, and don't start an implementation before you are prepared. That's all about. Thank you so much.